Hey guys, John here. First look at the 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD Sport Premium. So we have a good amount of time with this new 4Runner here today, so I will take you through the outside and go on into the inside of it and just kind of more slow-paced video, just showcasing everything about this TRD Sport Premium. Now, the price, we are officially able to say it, it is $54,610. This one is a four-wheel drive version, and the TRD Sport does not come with a hybrid powertrain as an option, at least as of right now, for the 2025 model year. Now, the color for this one is Wind Chill Pearl, and knowing Toyota, this one will probably have an additional paint upcharge just because of all that nice sparkle that it has inside of the paint. But what do you guys think about the price? And what do you guys think about the looks of this TRD Sports? So starting up front, we are going to notice a lot of color matched bits and some gloss black bits. A hood scoop does come standard on the Sport model of 4Runner. So we're gonna have a gloss black in the middle, no matter what color you get the TRD Sport in. And then same with the lower valence down here. This is a nice gloss black, LED fog lights, and also standard LED headlights. We have the Toyota logo in the middle with the radar cruise control right under that. And then we have our cameras for our full 360 camera view. And then of course we got that chin spoiler down there, hopefully allowing this thing to get some decent gas mileage. Here's the MPGs on the screen. And we do know now too that the 4Runner has a 19-gallon fuel tank. So that is a little bit bigger than the Tacoma and also the Land Cruiser. Now the TRD Sport is gonna come standard also with 20-inch wheels. What do you guys think about these wheels? First time seeing them in person, they honestly don't look as bad as the photos showed them to be at the LA Auto Show. I definitely think they look a lot better than the current 4Runner limited wheels. Now the Sport itself has tuned suspension back behind it to hopefully give you a little bit more of kind of a road worthy vehicle. So this isn't an off-roader, so it's not going to have all the gizmos and gadgets like a TRD off-road would. So this is going to have more kind of street focused tuned suspension. No KDSS or X-Ray-S, anything like that in the new 6th gen 4Runner. It's just some standard tuned suspension. Now the fender flares, they're also color matched. So we're going to have that on the Sport. Nice color matched fender flares, same with the door handles and also the mirror caps. Now when it comes to lights, this one does have like the kind of lower entry model lights up front, but then when we come to the back, for some reason this one, and again, it is a prototype, as you guys can see some things on the outside if you're detectives. I'm not gonna point them out to you, but there's very prototypey things going on with this truck. The rear has the premium lights that we've so far only seen on the TRD Pro and also the Trail Hunter. As we come along to the back too, we can see the gloss black lower valence, 4Runner kind of spelt out right here, and then Toyota in the handle that will release the automatic tailgate. I wish that 4Runner was kind of put up there like the 5th gen does. I'm personally not the biggest fan of the kind of lettering that are just kind of stuck onto a vehicle, but the rear end of the 4Runner though, just an evolution of the 5th gen, especially when you kind of look at this side right here, and then right here where the rear roll down window is with this textured plastic that kind of wraps around, and then with the windshield wiper or with the back glass wiper just kind of tucked up into here. It's just a more edgier kind of evolution, like I said, over the 5th gen. I had a 2nd gen 4Runner, which that Toyota pickup right there, straight nostalgia hit back to high school on my 2nd gen. But the cool thing about that is that it also had this kind of glass right here that wrapped up and went over. So they brought that back for the new 6th gen from the 2nd gen. And it's just a cool little nod to the past with that. We do have the badging right here on the C-pillar. Like this kind of forward, this looks a little, actually, let me go like this. This backwards kind of gives me very good 4Runner vibes. It's as we start to get more towards the front that it's kind of like a Tacoma a little bit, but we do have the TRD Sport right here on this back C-pillar. It's kind of skinny, kind of reminding me of like a 3rd gen 4Runner a little bit. And again too, the keyless entry with the colored matched door handles and also color matched right here on the blinker. We have indicators in it and also more cameras for our full 360 camera view. And then as we come back to the front again, just let me know what you guys think about the front end of the 4Runner. I've seen the 4Runner a lot the last couple of weeks, and I'm super thankful for that. And the front end is growing on me. I can't wait to really see these lifted up a little bit, but just this kind of double chin thing that it has going on. If you look at older 4Runners in the past, they also kind of have this grill thing going on. But the 6th gen, it's just really pronounced in it. So I am curious to see what the aftermarket scene kind of does for that moving forward into the future. Before we head on into the inside is our roof rails. So these ones continuing that kind of gloss black look. So these are the roof rails, the shark fin antenna, nice and gloss black. And since this one is a premium, we do also have the moonroof on it. Going on into the inside now, I do want to point out a potential con, okay? This is a prototype, so I'm not going to hold Toyota against this right now. However, this is what the production model is like. We got to do better. So this is a premium. We do have some soft touch material right here. However, unfortunately, this and this is plastic. Now my off-road premium Tacoma, unfortunately, is the same exact way. I just picked up a TRD Pro. This is soft touch up here, this is soft touch, really nice premium interior. How the 5th gen 4Runner was right here. So to do this on the 6th gen, you have to most likely now get a limited TRD, Pro, Trail Hunter, or Platinum, and I'm sure they all have the soft touch materials. However, this is a premium model. I would hope that eventually, or for production, that this is all soft touch right here. Now that being said, this does add a little bit more luxury features than the 5th gen has. So we do have memory seats, which is actually pretty cool. So if you have multiple drivers in your family, you can have some memory seats with it. With the steering wheel as well. We have a fully automatic kind of steering wheel right here with the lever for up and down and also telescoping, so no more lever. Other luxury features, which we'll go ahead and turn on the vehicle real fast. So turn all of our accessories on and take a look at the key too. So the key itself says 4Runner on the back, which is nice, and also kind of has some little marbling on the inside. But we have the full 14-inch screen right here, wireless Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay, and then a 12.3-inch fully digital screen right here, which is very customizable with these switches on the steering wheel. So we can have 3 different screens on it. Actually, I have all the doors open right now. So you can have 3 different screens on this, 3 different customizable screens, which is pretty sweet. And then with that too, if you press and hold OK, you can change whatever you want in the middle. You could change whatever you want right here on the left-hand side, and then also change whatever you want to on the right-hand side. This one does have some billet pedals down here, and to a look at our Softex seats. So when you upgrade to the premium, you get these Softex seats. You also get them automatic right down here. And these are pretty much the same type of seats that the Tacoma is, but the materials though of the 4Runner are actually sourced in Asia. So even though it does look just like the Tacoma in here, the plastics may feel a little bit different. It is still built in Japan, so hopefully the quality should be the same throughout Toyota, right? But we know as enthusiasts that Japan built is really the pinnacle of Toyota. So these Softex seats, they do feel a little bit different than the Tacoma seats do. And as we climb on in, they feel pretty dang similar to the Tacoma. Other luxury features include this digital mirror. So it's cool if you have some luggage or something like that in the back, you can use a digital mirror to see outside of the rear end of the TRD Sport. And then we also have a sunglass holder. Now I say that and people are like, John, who cares? It's a sunglasses holder. Well, other models of the 5th gen 4Runner didn't have that because all of our drive controls and the crawl control stuff was all up top. So all of our drive modes are right here. If you got a TRD off-road model, it would have your multi-terrain select and stuff. So if you press the drive mode, that is what we have selected, and you just turn it, you will see a little 4Runner come across. So you got Eco, Normal, and Sport, which is pretty rad. And then this also is our dial to put the vehicle into 4-wheel drive. If we just go like this, it'll put the vehicle into 4-wheel drive. You just heard it click into 4. Go ahead and go back to 2-wheel drive, and I hope I didn't mess it up because the car is technically not on. And then we have the rear backup assist and our full 360 camera view right here. Now the cool thing too is that this does have heated and ventilated seats for both the passenger and also the driver. And for some reason, I'm not sure if this is because this is a prototype, but I do want to look again at the spec sheet. This doesn't seem to have dual climate control. I can't remember if the 5th generation 4Runner, as you got into the TRD models, not the Pro and the Limited, but I don't think that those had dual climate control. However, I don't want to compare this to a Tacoma, but my TRD Off-Road Premium Tacoma has dual climate control, and this for some reason does not, at least just in this prototype. Up here too, we also have our rear window. So the rear window goes down on this car, comes back up. All of this is all the same with all the new Toyota products, this kind of little overhead piece. So I like that the rear window is now here instead of down here like it was on the 5th gen, but down here we do have our cup holders and also our center console. So you can tilt it up and you can also open the moonroof. And then now over here on this side, I like that we actually have a shelf. Doesn't say Toyota or anything like that across this on this prototype, which is actually pretty nice. I was hoping that it didn't say 4Runner because the Tacoma says Tacoma across the side. This one doesn't have anything. And then just our glove box right there. It does move just a little bit like the Tacoma does, but honestly, not as bad. And this does have the full JBL sound system because it is the premium, which does also include the little pop-out JBL speaker right here. So the last luxury feature, as you get out, check out the steering wheel and also the seat. So it's kind of called like an easy exit. So seat goes back, steering wheel goes forward. You could turn this off in the settings, but it just allows you to get out of the vehicle easier. And then getting into the back seat, we have a nice big handle right here. Again, some soft touch materials on the door with also a little cup holder down here. Now, unfortunately, the numbers aren't out yet for headroom space in the new 4Runner, legroom space and all that. I do know that the exterior of this vehicle grew over the 5th gen. Our wheelbase is longer than the 5th gen. But inside, it feels like a 5th gen 4Runner, honestly. Maybe a little bit more space or potentially less space. I don't know. I really want to have both of these side by side with my 5th gen and this. But I mean, I am fully comfortable back here. These seats do recline like this, so you can go way back. You can't even see me anymore. However, head space, this does have the moonroof, but they did, I really feel like, shrink the roof itself of this new 6th gen just because it's more streamlined. It's not as upright of a windshield like the 5th gen is, but a good amount of space back here, you know, for kiddos or something like that. If you need adults and you're always driving adults, like, you need to look for a bigger vehicle because this is a midsize. 4Runner can come as a 3-row. So all of them, they do tumble forward now. So unfortunately, they're not gonna fold flat like the last gen, but let's go ahead and go to the back and I can show you kind of the differences back here with the seats tumbling this way. Another luxury feature, automatic tailgate. The Limited didn't even have that back in the day, but we still do have speakers up here on the top. I'm gonna bring you guys in too to show you a little Easter egg. So one of the Easter eggs is right here, 4Runner forever. The next one is gonna be in the engine bay when I show you guys that. But back here, this is a non-hybrid, so you cannot get a TRD Sport as a hybrid at all. It is only 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive, normal I-Force engine. But it looks like we got some extra lighting back here, which is pretty nice. We have the lighting right here, the bottle jack goes right there. It's a little dark in this hangar right now. You can see they took the bottle jack out, but we do have lighting there. Since this is not a 3rd row model, they still give you kind of the cutouts for cup holders, which is pretty cool, and some shelving right here. And same over here on this side as well. We have the lights, you have your inverter. This has the JBL sub. You have some kind of stuff right in here for the spare tire kit. And then you have more storage right here. Now we can see the space, and I measured this out when I had the TRD off-road back at the SEMA garage. But with the seats right here, they just tumble forward. And you guys can see, hopefully Toyota will give us the cargo specs soon. And then if we shut down the seat like this, unfortunately, you know, it is not a completely flat rear end. So we do have a bit of a hump right there on that rear seat. 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder mated to an 8-speed transmission. And then I'll just bring you guys in. We have our intake right here. Battery is over here now on the passenger side, fuse boxes and stuff too. And the last little Easter egg is right here. You guys can kind of see a little 4Runner on that side. And then over here too, on the driver's side, we can see the 4Runner right there. So I'm not sure if there's more Easter eggs throughout. And also too, we seem to have a padded little spot right there on the hood, whereas the TRD off-road model that I saw that wasn't a premium didn't seem to have that. So what do you guys think about the 4Runner TRD Sport Premium? Let me know down in the comment section, and I'll catch you all in the next one. All right, see you later.